Hi there, I'm Margie and thank you for listening and watching this video for the next couple of minutes. I want to share with you some thoughts that I hope will help you take on the current challenges that you're dealing with in a more courageous and more powerful way, and also get more out of the year ahead. No doubt right now you have problems that you're dealing with, whether it's problems with people in your family that you're trying to work through, challenges at work, or things outside the home and office that you find yourself struggling with. You know, we all have challenges throughout the course of our lives. Expecting not to have them would obviously be setting ourselves up for a lot of frustration. It's not about the problems that you have to deal with. It's how you come to see your problems as problems in the first place, and then the attitude in which you tackle them. If you look back over your life, no doubt you've had a whole string of different challenges that you've had to deal with. And if you think about it, most of those challenges are ones that you've risen to pretty well and come out the other end of more resourceful, more resilient, and more aware of just what you're capable of. You know, the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "People are capable of more than they think they are." And I think that's as applicable today as it was when he said it then. You know, whatever the challenges you have coming up right now, I absolutely know that you have all the resources you need inside you to take them on, to deal with them in an effective way and to resolve whatever they are. Sometimes you can change the situation, sometimes you can solve the problem, and other times you have to learn to accept it. But regardless, you have all the resources that you need within you to do that. The problem is that we human beings often underestimate ourselves. We often don't trust ourselves to be able to take on those problems and handle them. And we get really stressed out because we don't think we have those resources. But how would your life experience change today if you knew, if you could trust in yourself that no matter what happened, you could deal with it? Not only how would it shift the way you're currently dealing with the challenges you have right now, but what goals would you take on? What big challenges would you welcome into your life if you knew that you had the ability to deal with whatever challenges they brought along in trying to see it through? You know, anything worth doing isn't going to be accomplished easily. You have to take some risks. You have to step outside your comfort zone. You have to try things and learn things and do things you haven't done before. And that's what growth is all about. You know, in our life, if we decide that we're not going to try anything new, we end up kind of sitting on the sidelines. It's like our muscles. If we don't use them, they atrophy, they wither. Likewise, if we don't continue to use the natural talents and gifts and strengths that we have, we fail to keep growing. We're early in 2010 right now. You have a whole year ahead of you. And at the end of this year, you are going to look back and see what you did with it. What did you fail to do? What did you do well? What do you wish you'd done better? They're questions that most of us sit with at the end of each year. And of course, at the end of our lives. You know, Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Most folks tiptoe through life only to make it safely to death." They do that because they're afraid. They're afraid of taking on new things. They're afraid of stepping outside their comfort zone. You know, courage isn't the absence of fear or self-doubt. Courage is action in the presence of it. And so I'd like to leave you with this question today. What would you do if you were being courageous? You know, I have no doubt at all that there are things that you can do that no one else can do. There are wonderful ways that you can impact the lives of those around you and the world that no one else can impact. So I encourage you to take a look at where you are right now and where it is you want to be, to think about the things that you'd love to change, to look at your problems in a new light, and to ask yourself, where could I be more courageous? If I can support you at all, it would be a pleasure. Please just log on to my website, margieworrell.com, or my blog, findyourcourage.com. And if you have any feedback for me from this message, I would love to hear it. Thank you. Have a great day.